Hey there, folks. Tonight, we're diving into a real economic buzzkill, stagflation. In a nutshell, it's like the economy caught a nasty cold and the flu at the same time. It's a toxic mix of stagnation, meaning the economy is growing slower than a snail in peanut butter, and inflation, where prices shoot up faster than a SpaceX rocket. Now, you might be thinking, John, isn't a little inflation normal? And you'd be right, a little inflation is like a gentle breeze, but stagflation, that's a Category 5 hurricane of economic turmoil. It's like going to the grocery store and finding out your favorite cereal now costs $20, but your paycheck is still stuck in 1985. Trust me, stagflation is not a party you want to attend. So buckle up, because we're about to explore what causes this economic nightmare, its nasty side effects, and why we should all be paying attention to it today. Let's dive in. All right, let's play economic detective and figure out who or what is behind this stagflation mess. One major suspect is what economists call supply shocks. Imagine a giant rubber chicken squeezing the life out of the global supply chain. That's a supply shock. These shocks can be triggered by all sorts of things. Wars, pandemics, you name it. Remember the great toilet paper shortage of 2020? Supply shock. Suddenly, everyone wanted toilet paper, but factories couldn't keep up. Prices skyrocketed, shelves were empty, and we all learned the true meaning of panic buying. But wait, there's more. Stagflation can also be a nasty side effect of bad economic policies. Think of it like this. Governments sometimes try to fix problems by printing more money. Sounds fun, right? Free cash. But like that extra slice of pizza at 3 a.m., it can come back to bite you. Printing too much money can lead to inflation, as everyone has more cash to chase the same amount of goods and services. And when you combine that with other economic woes, bam, you've got yourself a stagflation situation. So we've established that stagflation is bad news. But just how bad is it? Well, imagine this. You're stuck in a traffic jam, but instead of cars, it's your wages that are going nowhere. Meanwhile, the prices of everything around you, from gas to groceries, are skyrocketing like a runaway hot air balloon. That's stagflation in a nutshell. This toxic cocktail of economic woes hits everyone hard. Businesses struggle to cope with rising costs and falling demand. Consumers tighten their belts and cut back on spending, which further weakens the economy. And let's not forget about unemployment, which tends to rise as businesses face tough choices. Stagflation is a lose-lose situation, creating a vicious cycle that's tough to break. It erodes purchasing power, undermines economic growth, and leaves everyone feeling uncertain about the future. In short, it's the economic equivalent of a root canal without anesthesia. Section 4. Flashback to the 70s, a stagflation horror story. Now let's hop into our economic time machine and travel back to the 1970s, a decade that truly defined stagflation. Picture this: bell-bottoms, disco fever, and an economy stuck in a rut. The 70s were a time of global economic turmoil fueled by oil crises, rising inflation, and sluggish growth. In the United States, inflation soared to double digits, while unemployment rates reached their highest levels since the Great Depression. It was a perfect storm of economic misery, and it left a lasting mark on the global economy. The stagflation of the 70s serves as a stark reminder of just how damaging this economic phenomenon can be. It highlights the importance of sound economic policies and the need to address supply shocks promptly and effectively. Section 5. Stagflation today. Why should we care? Okay, so we've explored the causes, the effects, and even taken a little trip back to the stagflationary 70s. But why should we care about this economic bogeyman today? Well, here's the thing. While we haven't seen a full-blown stagflationary crisis in recent decades, the risk is always lurking in the shadows. The global economy is facing a perfect storm of challenges, from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic to geopolitical tensions and supply chain disruptions. These factors have the potential to fuel inflation and stifle economic growth, creating a breeding ground for stagflation. Understanding stagflation is not about being a doomsayer, it's about being prepared. By recognizing the warning signs and understanding the factors that contribute to this economic malaise, we can be better equipped to navigate the challenges ahead and advocate for policies that promote sustainable and inclusive economic growth. So, Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to the economy.